Hans Christian Andersen, The Ugly Duckling. In the midst of the summer sunshine, by the moat of an old manor house, a duck sat on her nest, hatching her ducklings. At last, the eggshells began to crack, and one after another, the little things poked out their heads.
"How wide the world is,"
said all the young ducks.
"Do you think this is the whole world?"
said their mother.
"Why, the world extends on and on, clear across to the other side of the garden and right on into the parson's field." "How goes it?"
asked an old duck who came by.
"This last egg won't crack, but the others are the cutest little ducklings ever." "That's a turkey egg,"
the old duck said.
"Let it lie and go teach your other children to swim." I'll sit a little longer,"
she said. At last, the big egg did crack. "Beep," said the young one, and out he tumbled, but he was so big and ugly. Next day, the mother duck led her family down to the moat. Splash! And the other ducks looked at the ugly one and said out loud,
"What an ugly fella! We won't stand for him."
One duck charged up and bit his neck. The poor duckling was sad because he was so desperately ugly, and because he was the laughing stock of the whole yard. So he ran away over the fence to the great marsh. There he lay all night long, weary and disheartened. When morning came, the wild ducks flew up to have a look at their new companion.
"What sort of creature are you?" they asked. "You're terribly ugly."
Then, bing, bang, shots rang in the air, and those two ducks fell dead among the reeds. The bird dog came. Splash, splash! He opened his wide jaws, flashed his sharp teeth, and splash, splash! On he went without touching the duckling. "Thank heavens," he sighed. "I'm so ugly that the dog won't even bother to bite me." He scurried away for the marsh as fast as he could go. It grew winter and so bitterly cold that the duckling had to swim to and fro in the water to keep it from freezing over. At last, too tired to move, he was frozen fast in the ice. It would be too sad to tell of all the hardships he had to endure during his cruel winter. But when the warm sun of springtime shone once more, the duckling was still alive among the reeds. Then, quite suddenly, he lifted his wings. They swept through the air much more strongly than before, and soon he found himself in a great garden where apple trees bloomed, and from the thicket before him came 3 lovely white swans. "I shall fly near these royal birds, and they will peck me to bits because I am so very ugly. But I don't care." The splendid swans saw him and swept down upon him. "Kill me," said the poor creature. But what did he see there, mirrored in the clear stream? He beheld his own image, not a clumsy, dirty grey bird, ugly and offensive. He himself was a swan. Being born in a duckyard does not matter if only you are hatched from a swan's egg. Several little children came into the garden and threw bread and cake upon the water, while they all agreed,
"The new one is the most handsome of all."
The old swans bowed in his honor. He felt so happy, but he wasn't at all proud, for a good heart never grows proud. He rustled his feathers and held his slender neck high as he cried out with full heart, "I never dreamed there could be so much happiness when I was the ugly duckling."